Hey YouTube. Well, it took me a while, but I jumped on the Jessica X bandwagon, and I've used this knife about a week. I don't use it for a whole lot because I just haven't gotten out very much. Plan on using it a whole lot more. It's going to be my favorite big chopper, along with something else I'm going to do another video about that I'll play with quite a bit. I have played with some, but I'm going to play with quite a bit too. So, but this thing is definitely worth buying if you're into kukris. No, it's not exactly a kukri, but it could be an American kukri, all right? You know, it's designed by an American. Same thing with the BK4. It was designed by an American. Why couldn't it be an American kukri? It's not exactly like traditional kukris, right? You know? Here's your two traditional kukris. I like this one better than I do this one. And this is the one I bought back in the 80s, 1980s. This is the one I've been using for 25 years. And I like that one better. It's cheaper, but it chops better. And it's a, you may not be able to see that. It just says kukri made in the USA. So it's an American-made kukri, but you can see I've used it quite a bit. I don't know whether we're gonna get. I'm gonna get out, go camping. I think this is yeah, right. I forget the brand name. OKC knife, and it actually chops better. So I mean, it's only $55, $60 knife. This thing would cost me like 150, 180 way back in the 1980s, and it chops better. The reason why it chops better is because it doesn't have this continuous curve. It has an actual bend in it. These are, this one's made in Japan. Handcrafted, Seiki, Japan. Hopefully you can read that. It says Blackjack Combat Reinhardt Kukri. Alright. And I never was completely satisfied with this knife, but as you can see by the blade, it made one heck of a work knife. I mean, I use this thing constantly. Never carried a hatchet with me. Didn't need one. Not with a kukri, you don't need one. So, these are two traditionally made designed kukris. Not traditionally made, traditionally designed kukris. You know, different tribes in Nepal design their kukris differently. Some of them got the continuous arc, and some of them got the definite bend here in the blade. The ones with the definite bend chop a lot better than these do. So, you know, there's my kukri collection. I'm looking. Yeah, that's it. There's my kukri collection. And I like these two the best in this one. And I like Jessica X a whole lot better than I do the OKC kukri. So, take those out of the picture. Take the BK4 out of the picture. The BK4 has been used quite a bit. So I've only used Jessica X for about a week out in the woods, chopping different things, some cedar, some hard oak, and pine. That's all I could find that was down and chopped in the woods that I've got to go to. So maybe eventually I'll find something else to chop with. But it chopped through everything absolutely great. Some people are complaining about the grip. I had no problem with that grip. No problem at all. I mean, if you do, you can always, you know, choke up a little bit. The sweet spot on this knife is actually out here. You got a pretty small sweet spot. One of the reviewers replied to a comment that it's got a pretty big sweet spot. No, it doesn't. You can see where I was missing the sweet spot. I mean, I tried chopping with it back here, and it chopped fine. But the sweet spot is up in here, right around this curve right here. You know, that's. You can see I tried to get it. I tried to hit that when I was chopping with it, but I didn't. So, but Jessica X is going to become my favorite. It's definitely worth the money if you want a big chopper. You see that's some pretty thick steel there, about 1/4 inch or so. You know, it's got decent rivets on it. Got a decent handle on it. I know that's, Chris Tanner says that's not a grip, but that's a grip that I like. So I'm probably going to use that grip. And of course you got that grip. And you got this grip. You know, there's plenty of people out there chopping with these things. and just demonstrating them, giving a proper demonstration and everything, I didn't see the point, because there's already a ton of people out there on YouTube demonstrating these things. So I'm just giving you my opinion. My opinion is this is going to be my favorite knife. It's going to be my favorite heavy chopper. I really like this knife. I really like the handle design. I like the handle material. It doesn't bother me back here. You know, when I'm gripping there and I'm chopping. You know, I did some battening with the knife, and it went through hardwood and softwood really good without any problem whatsoever. So, you know, I mean, like I say, I've only used it for about a week. I didn't do any detail carving with it. That's something I need to try still. But, you know, I highly recommend this knife. Something that I asked on YouTube and never got an answer to is companion knives. Well, here's my companion knife. SCH F51. There's my companion knife for it. And then for a smaller knife, SCH F56. Charade. It's upside down. So these are my companion knives. I bought the SCH F56L also, because I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted this blade size or that blade size. I wanted something smaller than this. And the 56L is smaller than this, but not that much smaller. I wanted something really smaller. These are brand new. I just got both of these in the mail. And yeah, I like lanyards, so I'm going to put a lanyard in here. I just got to remember to do it. So, you know, those would be my basic 3 knives for bushcraft survival. You know, I don't see where you would need anything else. Now, I say that, but I would probably, this knife with a sheath could be made into a neck knife. You could throw something through the belt loop in the sheath and make it into an, you know, and wear it around your neck. But I would probably more than likely use my bushcraft black, Memora bushcraft black, for my neck knife. And these 3 would be what would be my primary wood processing tool. So that's 4 knives. And I wouldn't worry about carrying a bushcraft black if I had all these. And really, I mean, this is all I would need. So, you know, I've got 3 different knife sizes, 3 different knife blades, going from super duper extra large to you know, a medium to small. So, I'm satisfied with my selection. I think it was a good selection. The 56L, you know, it'll just going to be an extra knife, like some of my other knives are, just extra knives. So I'm going to stop the video here. I say if you really want, and take some better pictures of these 2 smaller knives to show you. You know, that's still 1/4-inch steel. Got a razor sharp edge. No, I haven't used either one of these yet, obviously. You know, I wish this knife had some jimp, and the 56L had the jimping on it. That would make it a whole lot easier, a whole lot nicer to choke up on a knife. So, you know, you're getting a good knife for the price. I have never been a Charade fan until I saw this one on Chris Tanner's YouTube channel. Never been a Charade fan. So, I never have thought that a $25, $30 knife would be this good. But, you know, these 1095 carbon steel. So, and these are people that think steel makes a difference. This is a 1075, I think. I don't know. It's on the other YouTube channels. So, anyway, but that's my opinion. Get it if you want a heavy chopper. This really is a really good knife. And like I said a minute ago, the BK4 and this knife are the only 2 kukri type knives I found that could really be called an American kukri. In my opinion, I think. So, right or wrong. They're not exactly like traditional kukris, like the other 2 I showed you, which are. And, you know, they're just designed. So, but this is going to be my carry knife when I go out. When I do get a chance to go camping, this is going to be my carry knife. I'll put baldricks on everything, except for this one. This has got a baldric on it. My Woods Chogan has got a baldric on it now. So I've gotten into baldric carry. Anyway, So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to send this review to Chris Tanner. I highly recommend this knife. I really like the handle. And the handle is what is so different about this knife. When I saw it on his YouTube channel, excuse me, I really like the design. I really like the design. This can be used for, you know, a draw knife if you had to use it for a draw knife. These two knives, yeah, I've used this one for a draw knife before. It could be done. I've used this one for a draw knife before. It can be done. But that straight edge is what you need. That straight edge is perfect to use it for a draw knife. And you've got plenty of handle and plenty of blade there to use it for a draw knife. It's you know, it's just really a well thought out design. You know, you've got a kind of a completely different handle here. You've got a Bowie blade, but you've got a bend in the blade that creates the kukri advantage of a bent blade chopper. It adds a lot of power to it. So, you know, I don't know. I like the design. I like the knife so far. I'm going to use it a lot more. Maybe just go out for more day trips in my area of the woods. I just find stuff to chop. I might wind up going camping by myself, but it doesn't look like the boys are going to be going this year. So, all right. I'm going to do another video about the wood chugging here in a minute and upload that, but like I say, thanks for watching. Bye. So I forgot to mention the edge, the cutting edge. After cutting various densities of wood, hardwood, softwoods, with the edge, I've got to get it in the film there. I got to get it on camera. Anyway, this edge is still a usable edge. Say I use this for about a week, and that edge is still really sharp. I could continue to use this edge without resharpening it. So that's something I forgot to mention anyway. And it's still a good edge, a real good edge. So this is apparently going to hold a good edge. All right, well, thanks for watching. Talk